Please welcome Tammy Blakemore with SORA Labs. Hello. Thanks for letting us have these presentations today. This has already been really informative, and we still have several labs to go. Well, like Giselle said, we're SORA Labs. We were founded over 30 years ago as a QC testing lab in the supplement industry. In 2010, we became an independent lab. We obtained our ISO 17025 accreditation and also an ISO 9001. We have ongoing USP collaboration along with proficiency testing, and we publish content to educate the industry about quality control. And we're known for our customer service. ISO gives a lab kind of a credibility factor. So you can ask a lab that has ISO 17025, what's on your scope, and that shows what the methods they're the best at. So I'm showing you all what's on our scope. We have enzyme activity assays. We're the first lab in the United States to put anything enzyme activity based on a scope of accreditation. We scoped probiotic CFU enumeration methods, heavy metals ICP-MS testing, QC micro testing, your standard APCs, used to mold, E. coli, those kind of tests, and physical tests to support like manufacturers, contract manufacturers, your walk on drying bulk density, and those kind of tests. The reason ISO is important is they hold labs to a high standard for confidentiality, training, quality management systems, documentation, and they make you have expertise through proficiency testing. So SORA, we're a specialty third-party testing lab, and we work closely with our customers to solve their problems on these complex matrices that they work with. Our ability to measure enzyme activity, we do this at the highest level. Our micro lab is specifically designed to perform probiotic enumeration methods. And our goal is to become a seamless extension of your quality department. And we'll answer the phone. We'll talk to you about your issues. So some people may not really know what enzyme activity assays are, so I thought I would just kind of go over what we do. Well, enzyme activity is a technique-driven method that we have more than 30 years of experience with. They're long wet chemistry tests. Enzymes are catalysts, so the activity is measured by how much substrate the enzyme digests. So there's a calculation, and each method, depending on what kind of enzyme it is a different calculation. But it gives you an activity unit. It's not milligrams or weight. And CRN's done a great job on helping educate the CRN membership, and they have like an enzyme best practices. And this talks about the labeling of activity units instead of milligrams, like I'm explaining. We have a staff of chemists that perform compendial, the USP, FCC, and even other industry methods every day. Many enzyme activity methods, are on our scope, and we also collaborate with the USP when they're getting ready to launch a new lot of an enzyme reference standard. We'll be part of a collaboration. We'll test that reference standard before it goes on sale out on the market and give them our feedback on what the C of A activity unit should be. We also go to the USP, to their office, and we've done testing in their lab, basically working on proficiency, these skill-based methods with even their chemists at USP. Also on our scope is probiotic enumeration methods. We do proficiency testing with the largest suppliers. We have a controlled lab environment, so we've designed it to avoid cross-contamination. These methods include long dilutions, anaerobic chambers, and complex calculations. And we'll work with customers on the methods they need for their specific products and, these complex multi-strain blends. And again, CRN has published best practices for probiotic labeling in CFU instead of milligrams. when we're working with probiotic products, we've designed our microlab to, for this controlled environment, because good bacteria are really high count. The probiotics are good bacteria, but they're high count, and they can pollute the micro-clean environment. So we focus on our air quality and how we, change out our filters. We have stringent cleaning procedures. We use UV light, and we segregated a sample prep area just for probiotic samples so they don't come in contact with the clean, most of the time we want very clean micro samples. I just thought I'd give you some quality control insights on, about these kind of products. So probiotics and enzymes are both sensitive to heat and humidity. So it's really important to follow what the supplier recommends for storage conditions, and those conditions is how you should ship the sample to it. So the goal for a testing lab is that our results are representative of what you have stored. And both probiotics and enzymes can have interferences with co-ingredients, or even because of the matrix of the food or the gummy or something in them. That can be difficult. So we can help with solving those problems. We've written a blog called Challenge Accepted on our website under the news section. And just a couple more probiotics, there's no specification for T total plate counts or APCs when you're looking at the FCC and trying to set those monographs for specifications. Similar to yeast and mold, these general probiotics may grow on general bacteria media, and so if it has a yeast portion in it, you may need a specialized auger to grow those out. And then the whole reason that we're doing this webinar and the reason you use labs is because quality is our focus. And so with enzyme activity assays and probiotic enumeration, these require expertise. And so these methods are complicated but not impossible. And that's why you choose the labs that are specialized with those kind of materials. And in general, supplement testing is challenging. And it's going to take us all working together. So you've heard on the call all these different labs and a lot about their specialties and what they do. Well, the neat thing is we encourage our customers to partner with the labs running the method at the highest level. So even on this call, you may be surprised that we're more of a team than competitors. So behind the scenes, we utilize each other's expertise, and we're talking all the time. So what we're hoping to do for the industry and for you is when you send a sample to one of our labs, then, we can also make sure it's getting tested at a high level. So if I don't do it, I'm telling you, I will be, using another lab to help me get this test done, or so you know that your sample is being tested at the highest level. And then we look forward to being a trusted partner for you. And I've just listed my contact information, but feel free to ask me questions or, any information you need after the webinar. And thanks for your time.